You know what, I asked, when I went in there, I asked them to see if we could get a Ouija board.
Could you imagine that?
Yeah, man, just have a seance night where we try and get in touch with some dead actors from Elstree Studios.
You know that Princey, what's his name? Princey Lorenzo, he really believes in that.
Does he?
Yeah, his mother's a palm reader and a
Oh,
tarot,
man,
whatever, and
see?
a very spiritual.
He's with me then.
He was telling me he'd seen his experience of seeing ghosts and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, I was working in a place not far from me in Hertfordshire, and you know, like lunchtimes, I always like to go for a wander if you're working in an old building, have a look around. And so I was walking up these stairs, and on my left, I saw a maid dressed in this kind of Victorian maid outfit. And then I turned back, and it was gone. And just as it was gone, I stood still thinking, did I really see that? But I did see it. And this fella that I hadn't seen before was coming down the stairs the other way. And I stopped, and he stopped me, and he said, if you want to stay around tonight, I'm going to check the place for ghosts. I thought, what? I'd just seen this woman standing on the side. And by all accounts, he was a medium that was hanging in, he was going to stay in the house overnight because the house has got a really big reputation for being haunted. So I reckon I got caught in the middle. He was most probably the guy that was bringing the ghosts out, and I saw one.
See, I just find that completely wild because I see you as like a completely, totally level-headed gentleman.
Yeah, but
so when you tell me a story like that, I find it very hard to process because I believe you.
Yeah.
Whereas someone that I don't know, or someone LA, or
you
someone,
only
you know,
believe
whatever.
it if you've actually done it, or if you've had an experience like that. But I tell you another experience that happened to me.
Because that's very specific. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you actually saw that maid's outfit and whatever the attire would have been that she was wearing.
Yeah, I saw the whole thing.
Wow.
In fact, when I made a film...
Didn't that change your entire life?
Well, not really.
If I saw
it kind of shocks you for a little bit. Then what happens is after about a few months, you start doubting what you have seen.
Yeah.
And so when you tell the story again...
You don't believe yourself, even though you know you saw it.
And when I actually saw, I knew what I saw, and I, to this day I know what I saw, but I wouldn't tell anyone straight afterwards, because I knew that as soon as I said anything, it would be doubted. So I just didn't bother, I just kept it to myself. But a few strange things have happened to me. That happened to me, and when I was a kid, we used to live on a bend, and one day I'm walking out, going to school, and I get in between these two cars, and I see a car coming down from the top of the road, which is completely normal. And in my head, I hear a voice say, "Go back inside." Someone talking to me, "Go back inside." So I went back inside, and the car didn't turn, just smashed into the two cars where I was standing. And voila. And the guy got out, smashed the car, guy got out, and he ran.
See, I would love to have had an experience like that, because if I had any kind of spiritual experience, it would change the entire way that I live my life. It would change all my views, all my philosophies. Like, I wouldn't be afraid to die. Like, I would live fearlessly, you know?
Yeah, no, it's very, very strange.